Gamers. Sorry, I did not mean to sniff as soon as I unmuted my mic. That's really gross. What's up, gamers? It's me, your boy, JTV Live. Welcome back to another Wednesday night stream. Sorry if my voice... Sorry, I'm like... There's a lot going on. I have like a fuzzy or something stuck in my throat. So I just spent like the entire countdown essentially just hacking up my guts. So now my nose is all like clogged. It's a mess, but I'm here and I'm ready to be playing some Planet Coaster. I gotta get my music going because I always forget that this is a game that needs music for. Hold on. It sounds like I have a Coke addiction. Alright, hopefully that will help clear it out. I don't even know what it was. I was just sitting here, and all of a sudden I'm just like, like I went Khajiit for a moment. But that's fine. We're playing. Let me exit out of the pause menu. That way you guys at least have something to look at while I go and set up my music. Let's see here. All right, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna set this up. All right, and I'm gonna go blow my nose. I'll be right back. Sorry about that, gamers. I hate to give you guys a Hassan stream there, but it had to happen. Hopefully now my sinuses are a bit more clear. These are in the right ears. Okay, cool. So we're working on the boardwalk park tonight. To give you guys a little tour overview here. We've gotten 2 sections done so far. So this first section here is this medieval section. We got a log flume. This nice wild mouse coaster over here. Oh my gosh. I'm dying. Sorry, gamers. I don't mean to be dying. I also took a walk. I mentioned this on yesterday's stream. I took a walk around my apartment complex. And we have a lot of oak trees around here. And I'm pretty sure I'm allergic to those. So I've avoided allergies pretty much all of spring, and then ever since I went on that walk, my entire like head has just been like screaming at me, and my eyes have been itchy. It's been a mess. But we've got the medieval section done. I'm very happy with how this has come out. We've got 2 coasters here. We did last stream, we did some retracking of the suspended coaster here because originally they did not have this coaster type in the game. And I wanted this coaster to be this coaster type. I think there's some issues here that I could probably afford to fix, but it's fine. We're not going to worry about it. Do I have any tissues in here? Because I could feel my nose running. It's fine. I guess not. It's okay. Let's see. We also got this nice wooden coaster here. Just a classic kind of out and back vintage style coaster. Just to add some more character here. We got this launch coaster that occupies this section over here and also this area here. And then of course we have the big tropical section, which is the most complete, I would say. I'm pretty much never gonna touch this again unless I can think of some more water slide ideas, which we could fit at least. We can fit 2 more body flumes and 1 more raft flume in this little area here. So that's something to think about. Something to ponder. Oh my goodness. And then... This is like the grossest stream. I'm so sorry, everybody. We've got a log flume over here with this nice little family launch coaster. Nicely squeezed right in here. This was more of like a challenge than anything else. I just wanted to see if I would be able to build a launch coaster here. And not only did I build a launch coaster here, I would say this is probably my best family launch coaster of this type so far. Not gonna lie. So that's where that is. And then tonight, on the last stream, we finished this nice shell of kind of like a modern style restaurant. And we didn't do anything with the interior because they hadn't come out with the restaurant feature yet. But now that they've added that, I think it's time to finally open this puppy, which means we got to do the interior with the lighting and the pathing and all of that. And then we also need to do a balcony out here. So we'll go ahead and start with the balcony. I think it's gonna I think it's gonna be the easiest. I have cough drops somewhere, but for the life of me, I have no idea where they ended up. So we're gonna do this here. I could just feel myself about to cough every time I talk. Maybe I shouldn't stream. Alright. Hopefully that spared you guys from the brunt of it. So we're gonna do this. I'm thinking I'm gonna do this for all of the corners. Just kind of like that. Okay. Boom. There we go. Alright. That's about right. I think I should be good. And I think we're going to have this repeat once. Shoot. Not what I want to do. I'm going to copy this, bring it back over here. I'm thinking right here. And that should be tall enough. I'm going to grab a picnic table just to like get the sort of like the height figured out. Where did it go? Where is it? Oh, I can't put it. Okay. I guess we'll have to do the pathing now. That's doable. I'm fine with that. Classic paths. Draw tool. And for the floor. Okay, I'm not able to change the color. This would technically be the best. It's just the wrong color. If we had like a better color for these. So we'll use the modern wood path. And I think we're gonna want it like here. Bring this all the way, not all the way to the wall, because we don't want guests to be phasing through the wall. That's just gonna kind of kill the immersion. So we'll have it there. Bring it all the way. That's like basically perfect. So now we go into here, and we're just gonna place you here. Just so we can get... Okay, that's plenty tall for what I want to do. So now that we have this, what we're going to do is I'm going to put wood as a base all the way around this, but only like a little bit up, because I have something else I also want to do with this. So we'll go into walls, go wood, and I'm going to grab... I like this. This has a lot more character. I'm gonna move it. I'm actually gonna do this one. And we're gonna flip it this way and like this. And then I'm also gonna make it. I'm gonna scale it down. Because I need it to be thinner than these. Maybe not that thin. It's maybe 75. 70. That's about perfect. And I'll just put this here and bring it down like here. And then just drag this all the way. Perfect. And now we can just copy this and bring it over here. Boom. And then I think we'll do the same thing. All right, boom. 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 Right there. All right, cool. And then now I'm gonna go into glass, and this is hopefully gonna give this balcony a nice, like, clean, modern feel to it. So like here, and then I think that should be a good height. Am I able to make this go all the way across? No, that's a bummer. That worked surprisingly well. And then we should be able to just do this. And bring it. I'm gonna bring it right here. Right here. And then bring it in. Boom. All right. Nice. I think that came out really, really good. So now what we want to do, I think, let me find like a vase, or let me go into shapes. Where are the shapes? Because I have an idea. I don't know how it's gonna work. I wish they had like glass tubes in this game. I think that would be really cool. But let's see. Oh, they do, but that's like not what I want. It's not remotely what I want, and it's grid based. Where here we go. Something like this. Yeah, I guess this could work. I wish it was a bit. So I'll explain what I'm trying to do. I don't know if you've ever been to like a restaurant like BJ's or like is it Firebirds? Like one of those like more not like upscale restaurants, but like upper mid tier restaurants. They have on their outdoor seating like those pipes with the fire inside of them. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about. But I want to see if I can build something that kind of feels like that. I don't think this is quite the right shape for the base. Definitely needs to be like a dark gray. Like off black, because it needs to have some kind of character. Yeah, I think we're going to want a cylinder base. I need this next to a person for scale. Let's see. I want it to be about waist height. So that should be good. I'm thinking like here. Let's make it this gray. Okay. And we can hit play. Special effects. Fire. No. 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 Okay, I don't think we have the right fire. Actually, never mind. Okay, so if I put this here. I'm thinking like here, actually. Make it like a pipe. Yeah, they don't have anything clear. I was hoping like maybe they might. We could just make this square. Like it's a little less sleek, but then we'd be able to make it actually like encased in something. I think I'm gonna do that. We're gonna make this baby square. Well, a rectangle, but bring it like here. Okay. Right here. Yeah. Alright, now go into glass. And we're gonna do this puppy. Okay, that's as small as it goes. Oh, and that's as small as that goes. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, we can work with this. We can work with this. We need it to be about here. Okay. Okay. Boom. And then okay, I guess we don't want snap distance. Boom. Boom. Alright, bam. Alright, that's about the right thickness. Are there any? Yeah, yeah. Oh no, that's square. No, that's a... It's like the... Okay, no, those are getting thicker. I guess this will have to do. Could make this the... No, this won't do it all. Oh, this is perfect. This will do. Like right there, basically. That's not quite right. We're gonna need to adjust the base again, probably. This actually looks a lot better than I was expecting it to look, so I'm pretty happy. Bam. Okay, so right there. And then scenery. Okay. Flat pyramid. I wish it was round. It would look significantly better if it was round. Oops, sorry. Didn't mean to do that. But this is, I think, what we're going to have to do. Is that about right? I think that's... No. That looks about right. That actually looks pretty good, not gonna lie. That looks significantly better than I was expecting it to look. Then now what we want to do is I want to grab some racks. We want small. What's like the small? Okay, these ones are smaller. It's big, big, big. Okay, that's smaller. Okay, let's go ahead and make them minimum scale. Okay. Oh, it doesn't auto scale. All right. So we want to find like the smaller ones. So I want this to have like a rock base to it. And we also need to cover up that little flame piece anyway. I know there's smaller rocks than these. At least I thought there were. Maybe they're up here. Oh no, 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 no. Too big. That's big. Okay. These are close. No, that's farther away again. I don't think there's gonna be the rocks that I need. Am I able to take the... Where was that coral? Hold on. These. Am I able to change these colors? No, it doesn't look like it. Damn it. Because that would be perfect. Like, actually. It would give us... It would give the texture that I want, at the very least. I do feel like it definitely needs something with a bit more character at the base here. So maybe this rock will do the trick. If it even fits inside the case, which, nope, it does not. Damn. Okay. Think. Okay, we can change the color of this. Okay. Alright, that actually works. I like that. Alright, that goes hard. Now we just need to select all of these pieces. Actually, I'll just do this. And then split from building. Okay, nice. So now that we have it split from the building, we can just kind of put these in places. I'm thinking if we just center it, like kind of like here. One here. And then yeah. Yeah. All right. Cool. So that's the balcony section taken care of. So I'm happy with that. Now coming in here for lights. What are we gonna want for lights? Definitely something more modern. I think back here will be the kitchen area. Oh shoot, okay. This is not going to be its final place. I'm just doing this. Also, I'm doing this the inefficient way. add it to this. Okay, nice. I did it. Okay. And then I just put it here. Gosh, okay. This ended up being way more of a nightmare than I was expecting. Where am I? But that's okay. No, no. Okay. All right. Boom. Okay. I just kind of have that there. I'm probably gonna change that. I'm just putting it there as an idea. These work if we make these silver and these. That can be that color. This needs to be. Start at white. Oh, this isn't like the different colors. Okay, so we'll have to do it that way. Okay. We want these to all be on the same plane. Put it here. Throw it down right there. Nice. I'm gonna move right there. Okay. Okay. Boom. Nice. All right. So we've got all that set. This I want to do differently. Oh, cool. It's end of the day. Thinking how I want to do this back section. I'm definitely going to bring pretty much this whole wall forward. I'm definitely going to bring this whole thing forward a bit. Hold on. I think. Oh, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Sorry. Let's see. I think this little guy. Here. Bam. Bam. Okay. Now I'm gonna grab this little guy. We're gonna bring him up here. We're gonna do this all the way across. Now what we're gonna do is This little move. Well, therein lies the problem. Yeah. Okay, I like it. I like it. Obviously, this whole deal needs to be adjusted. I think that's still wrong. Okay. Is that attached? Looks attached to me. Cool. So now we've got this. Okay, this can come up. Doesn't matter. Beast. Now this back wall has a whole lot more character. And I'm thinking... I wish there was a fireplace item. I'm not going to try to workshop the idea of a fireplace right now, but I think having a fireplace there would be interesting, but it's okay. We'll keep it like this, as it is, and I think... Oh, well, we gotta fix this. Okay, nice. That's all good. And then scenery. Let's see, what lights do I want up here? I think these in the restaurant itself, they just like don't give off light is the thing. They do at night, but that doesn't really give what I want. Okay. I wish it auto matched to the grid of the building, because having to do this is like really annoying just because I want it to go along this line. Okay. That's way too big. Boom. Okay. That looks good to me. And then in this main... These are kind of fun. I like this. This gives it some interesting life. All right, we gotta get the camera angle right so we can line this up properly. I think that's right. That's kind of a bit much, actually, now that I think about it. Or now that I see it all in context. Yeah, even with just those 5, it needs to be more understated, I think. So maybe these are the right lights for like the whole. Like these at 100 are kind of like what I'm going for. So maybe if I did like here, I think. Yeah, that looks about right. And then I'm gonna attach it like that. And then since these lights don't give off a ton of light during the daytime, or even that much at night either, we need to offset that with this spotlight here. So we're gonna move this up so you can't see it, and just plop that right there. And then we're going to select both of these, and we're going to move them together. Okay. Just like this. Okay. There we go. And now look at how well lit most of this is. I think we're gonna need some of these offset lights. Over here as well. There we go. So if we do this, it's not entirely clear like where the light is coming from, so it kind of sells the illusion a bit. Hell yeah. Yeah, that totally works. We just need one more, I think. Where are those lights? Where'd they go? Ah, okay. Yeah. Okay, cool. And you can't see it from outside. Nice. So now we've got all of that done. That's pretty much all of the major infrastructure of this building. This ended up being like a way bigger project than I had expected. I'm just getting this square because we need this restaurant, obviously, to be on the same plane as the balcony. Okay. We need to leave these little gaps over here. That way people don't unnaturally phase through the walls. Hell yeah. I don't know why it's peeking out a little bit over here, but that's not really the end. Oh, it's kind of peeking out everywhere. Okay, that's weird. Why is it doing that? Nope. There we go. And we can fill in these gaps ourselves. That at least gets us most of the way there. Okay. So now if I go into draw tool. I don't think we need to do much. I don't think we need to pull the path all the way to the back wall, is what I was trying to say. Trying and very clearly failing. Okay. Did that work? Hell yeah. Alright, that's what we want. I wish I could turn this snapping off. Probably can. I'm not paying attention. Okay. Okay. That's good enough for me. Nice. So we've got that all figured out. So that's the pathing, and now we actually go and do the actual restaurant part, which I believe... Yeah, no. Where is it? Here we go. A restaurant kitchen. Add it to the scenery group. believe this is the right height. No, it was not. Okay. Nice. And then we go into scenery. Let's see. I believe there's booths. Yeah. So, obviously, not the color scheme we want. Why is it being... I want it to snap the other way, please. No, I want them... Why would they not auto snap this way is what I want to know. Like, this feels like the most obvious orientation for those. But I guess not. Okay. So that's good. I think maybe like... And we're gonna change these colors, don't worry. They're not gonna be this gaudy cotton candy bullshit. And then out here... Not like that. I don't like these. I like these metal ones, but I wish they were circular. It's like this is too obviously like the wrong theme, you know? Same with that. I think I'll just deal with this. And we'll just do boom. 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 And boom. And then we'll do the same on this side. We'll add 2 in the middle here. Okay. Now, in here, these booths, I want this to be more of like a rosewood color. And then these are going to be dark red. Okay, we can't multi-select. That's fine. Boom. Okay, same over here. Dark red. Dark red. This color. Over here, dark red. Dark red. This color. Over here. Same deal. And then the table is going to be... Yeah, to kind of look wood. These ones actually are going to be gray. Get the gray. Get the gray. Get this. And then get this. And then get this and no, sorry. This, this. No, shoot. Dark gray. Dark gray. Okay. Dark gray. Dark gray. Get this dark. Get this. Okay. Hell yeah. This looks vaguely like a steakhouse, if I do say so myself. Add tables. I'm just gonna... Oh, can I... Oh, let me connect tables, I think is what I need to do. Connect tables. There we go. Confirm. Hell yeah. Then we go here and open. Let's see. The menu. Club sandwich, lasagna, salad. That's about what I would expect in this eatery. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at the final product in the best way. So you come in here. I could probably design a chandelier of some sort. I have no idea what to put on the walls, but this looks pretty good, actually. I'm very pleased with how this came out. This is probably one of my better buildings. You come through the doors, come out here to the balcony. We got the fire. This totally feels like a restaurant, which is really more than I could have hoped for with my building skills. What time is it? 8:30. All right. So we've got that done now. And we have all of these. So all of these blue little shapes everywhere are actually signs. And what they are is what I have or what I want to put everywhere. Because I will forget. So we have possible flat rides that can go here. Some theming elements that need to go there. I think another like eatery here. Maybe not a full restaurant, but like an eating building, essentially. And then we also need over here. I have another little food stall. Maybe a picnic area kind of here. With some scenery here just to kind of fill up this space. I actually think I'm going to go ahead and do that because that's going to be pretty easy. I'm essentially going to do... where is it? Oh, I haven't done it yet. It's going to be pretty straightforward. I'm essentially just going to do rectangle, square with an archway in the middle. And the archway is going to lead to this picnic area here because I think that this is a really fucking cool place for a picnic area. In my opinion. So, yeah, that's the plan now. Okay, cool. I just saw this, and I'm like, where is this ending? But it's not ending anywhere we can see, so it doesn't matter. Alright, so coming here to the food stall, let's go to facilities. And I don't think I'm actually going to make it a food stall. I think we're going to do... we have a lot of these around. But I think I have all of my notifications. No, they're on. Oh, do I have like guest needs turned off? Because I'm gonna need that on. Because I'm gonna need to know like what they want. Yeah, I have all of this off. We'll have this on. Guest preferences. Yeah. Disable guests wherever you're pregnant will enjoy everything as it comes. Yeah, we'll keep that off. Hunger need, thirst need, toilet need. I don't know why I have vomit on, but litter off. Okay. That should all be good. Now we should start getting some notifications like, oh no, your guests are dying. Disable that category. That category and beyond. Okay. Scenery. Facilities. I'm gonna put a toilet. The toilet can go in the little square, which I think will be like right here. Nice. And then so we've got toilet, and then we're gonna do gelato. And right next to the gelato, Pip Shot Juice. Is there a milkshake? Gulpy. Cosmic Cow milkshakes. Perfect. And then we go into scenery. We come down here to... How did we do the 2-story buildings? Okay, I did them in all clay. Okay, this one has... Okay, stone. So all of them always start with stone. So we'll go into here. Scenery theme. Viking theme. Come into walls. Grab these. Boom, boom. Boom. And then there's no stone archway. Oh, no, there is. Based. Cool. Come here. And this is the... Actually building the shape of the building is the easy part. The hard part comes later. And then turn this off. Now we go to plaster. Make it off-white. All the way down. Boom. Just like that. And then look at this really flat one. Boom. And then perfect. Then we go here. Nice. The roofs. Okay. I don't think there's any specifically just like pyramid shape roof. Which is a bummer. Yeah, I think you can only do like pyramids and floors because I only have the corner pieces. Which means we could like bullshit it in a way, but that's fine. So let's go back to walls, plaster. We'll just grab this bad boy. Way too low. There we go. That's what we want. Alright, so we got all that. And we go into roof. Wood. This bad boy. Easy. And then up here, and we go up. Easy. What happened to my music? I just noticed it hasn't been playing. I don't know what's going on. Yo, what's up, Rose? Hopefully that chat's not from like 5 ever ago. I've been checking it pretty regularly. So it should. Okay. Let's see. Bam. Okay, now we come down here. And now it's the fun part. Need this to be like... Is that good? Okay. Up. Nice. So just like that. And just like that. Also, I forgot how we did these roofs. I did this roof the wrong way. But it's okay. It's an easy fix. We need to do the same with these. Nice. And this isn't impacting. Okay, cool. Put it here. All right, perfect. And then okay. And boom. Go here. All right, perfect. All right. Okay. There. No. Put it here. Then we should be able to just... Whoop. Easy peasy. So now we got this. Why is it going way over there? Like, why in the world is it doing that? What, like, okay. I don't know what's going on, bro. Okay. So if it comes up like this. Just like this. And then luckily, since there's a roller coaster back here, this back part doesn't need to be like super detailed, because you're not going to be able to really tell. And I think in a real theme park, they wouldn't bother with it either. So we aren't going to bother. Got that. I'm gonna go ahead and just do this. Okay, just like this. Okay, boom. And then bring it down. And bring it down. Okay. So it's just like that. Okay. Come over here. And we just go crazy. Open those up. Oh, we need to add... We also just need to add these torches over here. I'm going to turn fixed sun off, because I do want it to be nighttime eventually. So that way we can actually, like, work on, like, street lights and stuff. Making sure everything's lit properly. Just like the track. Plop that there. Plop that there. Plop that there. Plop that there. And plop that there. Boom. And then... Okay, that is attached. Okay, put this here. Put this here. Boom. Boom. Nice. And look at that. We got an eatery there and done. What time is it? 8:21. Okay. I have to dip at 8:30 once again, unfortunately. Hopefully Saturday or Friday night I'll actually be able to stream. Well, actually I'm going to have to stream a little bit longer cuz it's first Friday. So let's do this. And then that's gonna be a little bit too close, I think. So maybe like, yeah, we did that not the way we wanted to. We can keep this. We just need it to come. Oh, I thought it was gonna be coming out from. I need to see what the clearance is like, because I don't know. Nice. This is a great place to eat, in my opinion. Then we also wanted to build a little picnic area along here. Nah, I don't like that. Keep this how it is. And also, this is going to bother me. It's fine here because it adds a separation. Oh, speaking of, oops. Nice. And then scenery. Let's go into here. And let's see. The Viking works fine. Okay. Let's delete this picnic area sign. The rest, I think, just like some benches. This is just kind of a cool place to hang out, I think. So we'll throw those there. And then down here, we'll do some more of that. And I think that should all... I do want to look around because I did turn litter back on, but I think we did a pretty good job putting trash cans everywhere. So, all right. What time is it? 8:25. I feel like that's a good stopping point. A flat ride here. Actually, hold on, can I fit? Is there a flat ride we can even fit there? Because that would actually go kind of hard. Yo. Okay, I don't know what it's Oh, it's because we're in, like, the weird camera. Okay. This works here. I don't know if I like that, though. I feel like there does need to be something here. I'm just not sure what exactly it could be. Pathos 3. Is this gonna fit? Nah, that's not gonna fit here. Oh, this fits. I think this fits really well. Hold on, we might have something we can... Okay, well, that's gonna come into a problem there. But maybe if we had it here. I'm curious what the clearances are on this. I don't entirely know what this does. Okay, that's insane. Is it gonna collide? Okay, yeah, that totally collides there. And that totally collides. Watch, this is gonna slam. Yeah, okay. Damn. That was a good idea, though. We already have the sky beam over there. The cube? How big is the cube? Is too big of a footprint. Oh, these. Yo! Oh, we can do 2 of these! Okay. Yeah, this totally fits right here. I don't think we'll need 2 of them, but I like this better here. Okay. And we can always change the color of the path, but and having this path kind of going around might give us some good motivation for where to put scenery, and also what to put. I'm thinking about making this kind of like factory themed, especially now that we have 2 things that launch. I feel like that might be pretty good. Nice. I think that works for me. We'll have to change the color scheme, but that's another reason to pull people over this way, which also makes this more of a thoroughfare. And then our next order of business, and I think I'm going to do the western zone here, I think. Because having like a line of western buildings as like a background over here, then maybe having like some stuff in the center, I think. I don't know. But that's kind of what I'm planning now. We still got a few blue things that we need to fill out, but unfortunately, gamers, I'm gonna have to end it there and say thank you guys so much for watching. I will be back tomorrow or Friday night at 8 p.m. Eastern time. 8 p.m. It's an hour later than usual, so keep that in mind. It's going to be very exciting. It's going to be the second monthly first Friday stream. It's a new thing that I've started where me and a bunch of my friends on the first Friday of every month, we get together and we stream a big group game. So this Friday, we're going to be streaming some good old-fashioned Gary's Mod. So that should be really exciting. So definitely come check that out. Of course, the best way to make sure you don't miss a stream is, of course, to subscribe. Hit the notification bell. That way you're notified every time I go live. I'm live 4 times a week. I post a video every weekend. And I post shorts all throughout the week. So definitely go check those out. This upcoming weekend is going to be episode 2 of the GeoGuessr series. And this past weekend was Oblivion Part 1. So definitely go check those out. Make sure you like the videos, like the streams, helps them do well in the algorithm, helps them get seen by more people, which of course helps the channel grow, and I really appreciate that. So definitely go do that. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and I will catch you all on the next stream. Stay sponge, gamers.